by them. And Phoenix
The final game, the winner of this series right here is getting top 4 and go to the grand finals of the AWC. It's a lot of money on the line here for both teams.
Game number 1 versus ILTU Zico.
Huge game here.
All right, let's see it here. Ooh, they try
Oh,
to
sure, Frosty. Yeah,
rogue
sure.
out there
I'm
with
down.
The Ring of Peace not able to find him, though. And it's going to be Coffee immediately getting aggressive onto Zpy. Zpy taking a huge chunk of
Zpy's out. We got Ellie.
Coming out there for Zpy. And he's going to have to
Ellie
use the
Demo
Astro
Mystery
Shift as well
versus the
already.
same copper
Down
scene from
basically his
L2.
whole spell
Press
zone
Evoker,
in the
Outlaw,
opening
Boomy.
stages, but he
Coiler
unlocked
coming
his
through.
trinket, so that's at least a big win for him. And now
Wait, did
here
it coil?
comes the
Am I
return
trolling?
fire potentially from Ultima.
All right, let's
from
see what they
Phoenix
get done here.
Reborn,
Oh,
sorry.
no, they're swapping on the Numbless. Is he ready? He ports behind the pillar.
Ooh.
Coffee's right there. Another
Coffee with a
G-shot.
big damage here. Is this
Coming
anything
through.
from
Survives
Numbless?
the sunlock,
Cocoon?
But it's still so much
Nope.
pressure. It looks like he's going to recover. He's soothing Misting behind the pillar.
It is
Ego
not.
wrapping around, trying to pressure him, but he walks into a howl of terror. Nice catch from Swampsy.
Dude, if Iltu win this, man,
Zpy's
is
still on the back
crazy.
foot, as Quirky is still unleashing massive bursts of damage. Kenkido
That
no
would be
fear.
crazy.
Coffee being pressured. Not enough damage to finish him. Kenkido tries to hover away, but he doesn't escape the leg sweep. Numbless is trying to get back to the
Cyclone.
pit, but he gets caught by a Cyclone. That forces the unending resolve, and the damage is endless. They're swapping into Zpy. They're killing him through unending resolve.
So obviously,
For basically 100%
with the wall,
health.
guys,
ILTU
Iltu's pressure is
100% ultimate
unreal, man.
ICU.
Yeah, they might need to call an ambulance here for Swampsy because not right now.
Oh, yeah, it says 3-2, yeah.
Zpy's taking a lot
Oh,
of damage.
shoot.
What is going to do here?
They gotta
Finally,
reset
Halford
that.
Coming out there onto Coffee, slowing his damage down for just a second. Swampsy trading out the axe toss there onto Corky as well. And here comes Zpy. He's blasting away with a lot of damage. But Numbless caught up in the Cyclone. Swampsy in a kick. He's going to teleport behind the pillar for just a moment. buying himself a little bit of distance, but they're just going to swap
Cocoon onto Swapsy.
Life Cocoon
Huh.
onto Swapsy.
Okay,
Zpy
make sure, I mean, want to be safe. Community use also as Zpy. Zpy, no wall for one more second.
One more second. Immediately will pop it. The health stone as well is available.
Holy
for
moly.
Zpy, dropping down so low right there. That was an unbelievable play there coming out
Hold
from
up.
ILT.
Well, the double howl
Closing it out, but here's double leg sweep. Corky caught behind enemy lines. They're swapping for him. They're trying to take him down. The frenzied region is doing work here onto Corky. Finally manages to recover there. Another close call, but Kenkido was able to hold on to his rewind.
Damn.
They got a clone on Numbless, but there was a root on Coffee.
Zpy, kitty shot, and this is your Numbless. Could be it. This could be over. Here we go. Half sleepwalk. That will be enough. And Phoenix Reborn
They take game
goes
number 1, and this Dino
down.
lock tech is not going to work. And if you're
Wow.
Phoenix Reborn, man, you've probably had this entire tournament just thinking like, okay, we got Zpy, okay, we got Swapsy, okay, we
Damn.
got Houston, we can play literally everything in the game.
Guys,
But that's
Ultimate
gonna
are
be a
so
problem
locked
because
in
how do you
today.
pick what you're gonna play?
And they win the first game again.
Like, do we play
They
what's
keep
worked
winning the
before? Do we
first
play
game, which is
something
so
completely
big,
new
again,
now?
because
Should
the
we play
map pick
something
thing,
that's
right?
traditional? Because, like,
Winning
come on,
blind
that
pick
was-
is so important.
This is Zpy's home base. This is Swapsy's home base. This is like, if I had to pick a historic comp for them throughout the eons of centuries at this point that they've been
Keep in mind, like, Iltu are
this has
warmed
been,
up.
like,
This
their
is
home base
Phoenix
composition
Reborn's
to
first
run.
game right
But
now.
it didn't work. Your home base doesn't work. Your comfort zone doesn't work. Are you going to be willing to go out of your comfort zone?
Okay,
when you
now
face
they
elimination?
updated it. There we go.
That is the question. I mean, Phoenix Reborn.
Oh, you voted for
they saw
you?
what
You
happened to
voted
Bleached
for the
Bones. Are they
blue?
crazy?
Wait,
Why
which
are
was
they
that
locking
again?
this in?
Prediction.
They saw Bleached Bones get completely dismantled. Like, it is
You
quite
vo-
a statement
you
to
voted
be like,
Iltu.
okay, well, we're gonna lock that in and do it better.
You voted Iltu.
Than Bleached Bones. Who
Yep.
are, you know, just a fantastic roster in of their own right. But
Man, Adderall.
beautiful setup coming out here from
Damn.
ILTU.
Hey, guys,
really
only
just
one game
making
in.
guess
Only
themselves.
one game
And
in.
it all came down to that pre-cocoon. I feel like onto Zpy or onto Swapsy. and then
Anything can
Zpy
happen at this
almost went
point.
down, and then they were able to finally take him
Does
down
frame
there at the
sort?
end.
Can you sort
Previous
the
setup,
enemy
prior
frames
to
as
this
well?
one was the one where they basically forced out all of those
Thanks for the
cooldowns, and
points, Adderall.
Again, it's just ILT.
I mean, it's not over yet.
This Moonkin Rogue so fantastically. They're swapping all the time between Swapsy,
Yep.
between Zpy, even to the healers as well. We've seen them go after healers, take down
Yeah,
Lontar,
that works for your
earlier on as
teammates,
well against
though,
Bleached
yeah.
Bones. So this is really a team that's keeping you guessing, and this is a team that has enough damage, and it seems to have really practiced this
Guys,
composition
if
here.
Iltu do this, I
And
mean,
don't
that
know,
is like
if
such a
Phoenix Reborn,
legendary run.
You have Houston on the bench.
4
You have
series
seen
in a
Houston
row
play
in the Gauntlet, winning
basically
every single
class
game
in
from the
game
very
at a
bottom
high
to the tippity
level.
top.
But it's mostly been about.
You think it would be a
his
positive
DM
change to
hunter.
reduce
Now,
healer
DM
ceiling
did
and
get hit
increase
with
their
some
damage?
nerfs, so I'm not sure if that's going to be an option.
Depends
for
like
them.
which healer, but
I'm not sure what they're actually
I'm
going to
not
do
sure.
at this point, because it seems like no matter what these teams are throwing.
like right
at
now, you know,
ILTU,
Mysteries can do a lot of damage,
find
Percival
these
can do a
win
lot of damage,
conditions.
Disc can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it has been a crazy day for ILTU to find this
yeah,
much
I'm not
opportunity
quite
to
sure.
really polish, just playmakers,
For Liberation, I will sell my PC.
What the next best swap target is. Taking
Down,
advantage of
dude.
anything that's
Everything
thrown their way.
is on the line right now.
AWC,
It's
Reborn,
all
these
on
are
the
just
line.
household names. You've seen them for so long. ILTU is a formation of a lot of new players coming together. We saw a lot of teams in Dragonflight basically make teams from solo
Let's
shuffle
hear
and start
yes.
competing together. Teams like Hula Bang. And now they're basically Drive Overload as a new roster. And Coffee and Guz came together on Lava Lava with Dex on the Resto Druid and Dragonflight as a team. And now they've formed a new roster. So seeing these new
Crucible,
players growing
huge
throughout
map.
The end of Dragonflight.
If Phoenix lose this one, man, it's Jover. Then it's Jover.
Tearing apart the old
Will they
legends.
change their comp?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
And
Rogue nerfed?
Let's be honest, they're also joined by one of the legends
I can't
here,
remember the
at
last
least in
nerf
the
they got. I
movement
mean, there's
community,
always some
Mr.
small
Corky.
tunings.
He has been the
Those are
one
3
who
rogue
holds it
specs, so.
down in Europe for such a long period
I'm not
of
sure
time.
which rogue
And I
spec
really
got
love
the
that
most
he's
recent
just
nerf.
sticking to his boomkin. He's just making it work, even when other teams aren't locking it in. He's finding ways to make it effective. And like you mentioned, Coffee, on Lava Lava, he was the demon hunter. He was the
Yeah,
cat
Coffee's
demon of the
really good on
team,
DH.
But now
yeah, it's
he's
not
kinda
really a DH
reinventing
meta right now,
himself,
I guess.
bringing new forms of
It's not a
breakfast
DH meta
here
nowadays.
to the AWC, making it work against Phoenix Reborn on the Outlaw Rogue. So really interesting to see how he's been developing as a player as well over these last 2
Phoenix Reborn,
expansions.
what do they do? They want a huge map.
Phoenix
Will they
Reborn,
change the
what are you
comp,
doing
though?
now? Enigma Crucible, you knew
LEBM.
100%
Never mind.
what you were walking into
Damn,
here.
I shouldn't have guessed that.
I feel like they're just going to be locking in
LE.
the exact same thing. And
Demo,
I don't know.
Misriver.
It's
Same
a
comp.
risky game to play here.
We
But did
faced
see this
Phoenix
exact
Reborn
same
play this
situation happen
comp.
with Bleach Bones. They fell in game number 1,
But
and
it
they
was
locked it in again. They
Holy
won that
Pot
game,
instead.
and
Not
then, later on in the series, they
Mistweaver.
decided to
When we
stop
beat them
playing
on
the
Tolvir.
Warlock Alley. So
And a big map
what
makes
are you
sense for
going
this
to do
too.
Here, Phoenix Reborn, they have a large map to work with. They have
We're
a
just
really
blinding
big map
gauge duration by
actually for
1
the
second.
Mistweaver,
Did that
but
happen?
it's so scary for them in this
Rogue,
matchup
wait, Rogue's
because
color?
if they just make
Rogue's
one
what you want to say?
mistake,
Rogue?
If Corky just gets too
Rogue?
many cyclones,
Rogue?
if they just get a good
Rogue?
swap, it could just be
Rogue?
over immediately here. And at that point, you're down.
Oh, that would be
0-2.
good.
There's no
Maybe. I think
rematches
Rogues are
happening
kind
here.
of
This is the
fine, but
Gauntlet.
it's
It's just single elim.
Like Rogue
and
is a
that's
very
just it.
strong toolkit.
Like you said,
Just like baseline.
$15,000 are on the line for this game because that is the least amount of money that you can get qualifying
let's
to the
go.
grand finals, and it could be even more than that, of course. If you manage to win the grand finals, then you're getting a lot more than that.
Rogue's a
So,
beam?
at the very minimum.
It's strong.
$15,000.
It's definitely strong.
Here, so it's very high stakes.
Yeah, a lot of money on the line, man. Like 15,000, I think, minimum here for each team. Like that's what, if you qualify, the team gets 15K
One more chance to
minimum.
qualify to the top 4 for such a massive increase in prize earnings and even more opportunities for the future. Phoenix Reborn are not backing down. They're sticking to their
It's big.
strengths. They're sticking to their comfort. But to sometimes grow, you
It's
you
huge.
can't just stay in comfort. And they may be pushed to their limit against ILTU with how wild their pressure
Because his
was
Rogue is
in
ruined,
game
so it must be
one.
true.
Now, Enigma Crucible is a much larger map.
I mean,
so
you know,
they're
it's
gonna be
definitely
looking to space out Coffee
it did get nerfed a
away
bit
from his
overall.
target, try and get more control of him.
But yeah, it's always like
gonna
Rogue
be
is
the game.
over, but it always ends up being so good
Let's
anyways.
see it. Can Corky and the rest of his squad here break the meta and be the first team to actually make it through?
Yeah,
the
Drax.
entire
I mean,
Gauntlet? Zeepai
the prize
definitely
wasn't
feeling the
amazing,
pressure
but
right now
if you
from
get like top
ILTU,
3, I
coming
mean,
on
but then
half
again, you got to
HP, but
split
they're
that
gonna
right
swap
for
it
the
over
players
to
and the
Swapsy
taxes and
here,
everything.
doing a
So
lot of work, but Zeepai
yeah.
is blasting off now as well, doing a lot of return fire.
Oof,
back
guys, Zeepai.
onto ILTU, but
Corky.
still, nobody's
Trouble.
feeling safe right now. Swapsy is dangerously low. So is Zeepai. Numbles finally
Nice
can
kick
do
from
the
Numbles
CC
onto
chain. Zeepai
Corky.
connects onto Swapsy. He's going to teleport back to the pillar. Numbles having a lot of catch up to do here. Does manage to recover his team here, and finally, for a moment, Phoenix Reborn are able to breathe.
full clone Swapsy,
Listen to it. Cheap
lasso.
shot, Corky in position. Solar Beam comes down into the Shaman, but are they going to swap? They get a gouge. It's so much
The
damage
lasso.
from Corky right now. Life Cocoon is forced off the back end of a gouge, and now they're just switching immediately onto Swapsy, and Coffee is there. Numbles
Numbles
fakes
the
his kick.
fake
Nice fake
on the
cast
kick.
by Numbles. He's got precognition. He can free cast, get his team topped right there. That could have been really dangerous if he actually landed that interrupt. Coffee's getting into
Cheap
a position.
shot.
He's got a cheap shot on Zeepai.
Cloner, nice clone
Tito
for
is there
Corky.
as well to back up with disintegrates. We
Full
see a
clone
grapple over
Zeepai,
into a
beautiful
cheap shot.
clones
Corky
there.
get in line
And
of
you
sight
see
for the cyclone.
onto
He's wrapping
Numbles
around
though.
the corner, but he can't get there. There's so much
Double
pressure. He
sweep.
walks into a
It's
double
Corky
icing.
in
It's a
trouble.
trap. Corky gets baited. Is it gonna drop? Kankito, Verdant embraces, but now he's into a fear with no trinket. Corky has to duck for cover. Now he's trying to sneak in the clone. He gets it on Numbles. He couldn't roll out of range. And
Coffee's
Swapsy's in
low.
trouble. He's got no unending resolve. He trades
Cloak
out the
is
Hell
used.
Zone and the Dark Pack. Ports back behind the pillar, but Coffee is in pursuit. He's cloaking offensively. He had no trinket. He has no business doing this. Coffee could regret this.
Yeah, very, very high aggression coming out from ILT.
Full clone sleep by again.
Just one setup away here, potentially, from taking down Swapsy.
Double fair.
Beautiful double Howl of Terror from Swapsy. Can they find some counter pressure? That really is their win condition on the
Start with the coffee here.
But the solar beam connects on Swapsy.
Clone Swapsy now. Full blind. Here we go. Sleep in trouble. Water's back right now. Waltz instantly off cooldown. Full kid in Numbless.
Are they swapping to Numbless here?
Could be some trouble. Enter restuns.
Big damage coming in with the killing spree, but not enough to take him down.
Nice sweep. Coffee in trouble.
No cloak of shadows. Touch of death is there
eBay.
for Numbless, but not able to connect.
Yeah. Super so good, man.
And now Coffee smells
so
blood
good.
in the water. One more CC chain on Numbless. One more stun lock onto Zeepai. Could
Fair.
actually spell doom here if Corky can manage
Was
to
that
find
your
the
Elisham or
cyclones.
Boomy?
This could be ILTU taking game number 2.
Well, like,
Numbless is
I
having
think
such a good game.
if
He's made so
Boomy
many
uses
kicks
bear
from
form
Coffee
like
with double
really
leg
well,
sweeps,
then
but I think
Boomy
the clock is
maybe.
ticking against him. Coffee gets a kidney shot, setting up for Zeepai out of the cycle.
What
No
up, Zoom?
stop on the Swapsy. He poured the swap
Was in the
as
bundle?
Numbless
Which
goes into a
bundle?
full clone, and now Coffee's having a hard time connecting. Zeepai's pulling him out into the open. He goes to the killing spree. They managed to force a big
Stonebark.
but they already
Stonebark.
killed him through it at that point. Genkito's fire breaths have been on point.
Oh, the
this entire
jobs?
Gauntlet. Just
Oh, you
instantly
see,
punching
right
any
here.
defense that he can. Corky fakes a kick. He's looking for cyclones. He's
Read this right here. You'll see, there's wild mouse, but also some other things for other games.
Coffee grapples over. They're going to probably swap targets. They're
X
going
here?
to Swapsy. Corky can't get there. He can't get the cyclone. Numbless should be able to pick him back
Corky's
up.
so good, man.
Behind the pillar, but that life cocoon's about to fade. Zeepai
Clone.
got cloned on its entire
Full clone
duration.
Numbless. Zeepai in trouble.
The clone
Trinket.
over.
No cocoon though.
You are so clean. Numbless trinkets into another clone. It's overlapped with Burrow. And
Zeepai.
Reborn are panicking.
Fair.
Yeah, they don't have much left. Zeepai has managed to buy enough time to get his astral shift.
Guys,
back
this
on
is
his
Phoenix
trinket.
map pick.
That
They
really
need
is
this
the only
win.
defense he has. He's blasting away right now with the Ascendants, doing tons of damage. Stormkeeper is loaded up. Corky could be in trouble here. Zeepai finally.
Kidney, Swapsy, Death Pact is used. They're going through, it seems.
He's got Dark Pact. I don't think Swapsy
Trying
is gonna
to.
be a great target right now, but Numbless with no trinket.
Full blind
It's a
Numbless,
Swapsy.
cheap
Numbless
shot,
is blinded. They're going
trinket,
after Zeepai.
wall from
Astral
Zeepai
shift
right now.
immediately gets traded. Beautiful fear here from Swapsy, shutting down the fall.
Double fair,
out of
really
that
nice.
blind CC chain onto Numbless.
No
and
trinkets.
now Swapsy finds the demonic tyrant. He finds the hounds. He finds
Guys,
some counter pressure right now.
Zeepai could be in big trouble now, man.
Numbless doing a phenomenal job keeping his team.
Next incarn even could just die.
No trinket available on Zeepai. No defensives available on Zeepai.
Corky can low. Full fair Corky. Coffee can low, I mean. Rescue. Gets pet stunned. Kidney shot. Guys, incarn is back in 5 seconds. A decent CC chain right now, and Zeepai should die, right?
They didn't get it.
I think.
Zeepai could just go down right now. So much damage coming in here. They're trying to deny it.
Cocoon goes through.
And Numbless manages to connect it barely in time.
Oh, if Corky got that reclone somehow in that situation, it was over. But maybe it still is. They switched to Swapsy. He almost dies. Dark Pact
Excellent
helps them
coffee.
immediately on that. Numbless is almost completely out of mana. They have to win the game.
Yeah,
on
mana's
the next
really
leg
low
shift
for
in
Numbless,
25
man.
Seconds. Numbless sips some mana, so he gets a bit more mana back in his tank, but Swapsy's getting destroyed. Corky's jumping in aggressively.
Swapsy the
while
wall.
charging around the corner. Zeepai shuts him down with a wind shear. Now
Here we go. Cheap shot. Cheap shot.
Cheap shot pins Numbless in the open.
Any falls to see,
Can't get
nothing.
the Cyclone doesn't look like it. Numbless ports out of line of sight. Coffee into a stun. Swapsy is ramping. He's got a lot
Look
of
at the skin.
demons out right now on Coffee.
Coffee's
He's
low.
looking to
They're all
punish
kind of low,
him for his
actually.
aggression, but time dilation is there for Genkito. It's keeping him
No
aggressive.
communion
So
for
looking
Ilta, guys.
the
Ilta
tyrant's
could be
out
in
of play.
trouble.
Corky
Phoenix
gets
Reborn are
rescued
holding
top
on.
of Zeepai, looking for cyclones, but they get
Live
rescued into a
lording.
triple leg sweep, and Corky is getting destroyed. Swapsy
And at this
is
one, at
finally starting
5
to
minutes
get the
in,
ramp going for his team. Can
they
hold
can
on to benefit from it?
put the pressure on them.
That is the question right now. Anybody could fall. Swapsy, what are you going to
Swapsy,
do?
no
Gonna
wall,
be
no
resolved.
death back. Zeepai has wall. He's low. Corky's low too.
So is Zeepai. It's a bit of a race to the finish. Zeepai does have the astral shift.
Zeepai over the wall.
He trades very low, but it is going to be
Okay, so
enough, I
Cocoon
think,
is back
here.
in
Numbers
7.
In the back line with the Manatee trying to get a
Half
little bit of
cone.
mana recovery here. Does have the life cocoon in a
Stone
couple more seconds. Stone
Bulwark
Bull
is
sort of
used.
Trading out here for Zeepai as well as he ducks for cover, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They snipe it.
Either
off.
same
Zeepai
mana-ish.
so
Cocoon
low.
is available.
Couple of more
Corky!
seconds.
What is that?
He's so low.
Huge damage onto Corky, and Corky gets absolutely blasted away.
No
Phoenix
super.
Reborn tied up out of
Damn,
nowhere.
guys.
They were
Yo.
gonna lose. Corky had incarn in 3 seconds. They were gonna lose. It was
Yo.
over for them, and out of nowhere, Zeepai digs into the deepest depths of the volcano ever.
Damn,
Pulls out
guys.
the most lava burst he could ever do at the late.
What a game.
It was checkmate.
Look at Corky
Look
here.
At this moment, Zeepai uses Astral Shift and Stone Bulwark. So he's used basically both of his major defensives. I think this might be maybe even a little bit earlier on. And look at Corky's incarn. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4. His little tree icon.
Loud burst. Boom, boom, boom.
You're dead. Get out of here. You're not pressing in card again, bro. It's not happening. He just killed
That was
him
actually
with a
insane
fear from
pressure.
Swapsy onto the healer.
Yo, Jack, it's not over yet, Jack. It's not over yet.
Because it's just like, man, this guy's been dead the whole game. This is just 6 minutes of Phoenix Reborn.
It's not over yet.
And Zeepai.
I mean, that's very important to Phoenix. Winning their own map pick, that needs to happen. So,
flings him
yeah, 1-1.
in the last possible second to be able to win this game.
Now we got Ilta's map pick.
Yeah,
I guess gonna go
straight
smaller
out
map.
of the mouth of
I
Devlin
wonder if Phoenix
himself
Reborn
here,
will
right
try to
there.
adapt.
I think it was an Earth Shock as well.
The
and
comp
he procced a couple of more
for a
there,
smaller map.
with his little invisible shaman clones. Just, a lot of work
Oh,
being
the
done here.
Supa is such a
Let's
good
be honest,
commentator,
like,
man.
This game, I feel like this series is playing out very similar to the Bleach Bone series, where they were also able to tie it up 1-1 apiece, but it didn't look too convincing.
Was that on
even
Falcon
in their
DR on the
win.
push like 4
And,
minutes?
even here at the end,
Oh, I can't
you could
recall.
see, like, they didn't have too many.
I'm like a
options in
goldfish,
terms
man.
of
I
mana.
have no
Things
idea.
were actually not looking
Oh,
great for
shoot.
Phoenix Reborn as well. They were
I
somewhat
wish they
tight
showed
on mana.
DRs
They
though,
can
like
give
on the UI,
couple of
like
more
a small
seconds,
thing,
a
just
little
like
bit of
show the
MLP,
DR.
and that's gonna give him a little bit of
Because it's
mana.
such a big thing.
And, I don't think Numbless, his life cocoon is
They
only
should
gonna
show
get
DRs,
close
man.
to, the longer the game
For real,
goes
though.
on. So I really didn't feel like ILTU were in a bad spot this
I
game.
feel like that'd be
It's just,
massive.
the amount of damage that came in here was just incredible right there. It was just a huge chunk that
Why?
came in there onto Corky. And
Why I
before
want to
his,
see DRs?
Frenzied Region could actually tick. He just found himself dead
Or-
on the ground. Really enjoy how Swapsy played this game.
Also, I
as
can see
well.
the DRs,
Sure, Zeepai
so I
did
can
the
see
damage
like
here,
what's
but
going on.
if it wasn't for
Like when they
Swapsy
can do a
earlier
full
on in the
stun, when they
matchup,
can do a full
this
sheep,
game
when they
would've
can
been
do
over
whatever it is.
long ago. There were so many checkmate
Your bracket link?
positions where
Yes,
Numbless
I
has
can
no
link
trinket,
the
Zeepai's got
bracket.
no
Actually, have
trinket,
it
they
here,
don't
I
have
have it
defensives, and Swapsy is just there
right here,
denying
right
the
here.
bash cyclone. Numbless is in a blind.
Here
Cork
is
is
the
pushing in
link.
for the cyclone. He's pushing in.
Yeah,
for the
like
beam,
DRs
pushing in
is
for the
like
bash,
DRs and
and
cooldowns.
every
Those
single
those
time
two
Swapsy's
things
there
dictate
playing
what's gonna happen.
defense, just
Yeah, it's a
making
very
sure
very
that
critical
there is
thing.
No follow-up happening whatsoever. And yeah, look at that Earthshock, 1.8 mil from Zeepai.
Hey, the Thunder God is back.
Guys, hook
on the
point, small
roster
map.
of Phoenix Reborn, and
Small
he is
map,
not
same
going to
matchup, though.
fizzle out here against ILTU. However, we're going to hook point. This is small map, close quarters, and ILTU have been all about aggression. They've been all about doing this entire
Let's see
gauntlet
this.
their
Let's see
way.
this.
The final balance druid in their final hour.
I'm hyped for this
make
game,
it to
guys.
This final series. They just need to win 2 more maps to qualify for the top 4. Go from $2,500
Like all
to
Ilta have to do is just win this one. They can lose on
final boss Phoenix
Reborn map pick and just win their map pick again. Boom.
That was squeezed as the last possible moment for them.
Dude, Ilta getting
to be
so
able to
many
pull off.
predictions.
So
Aya, Ven,
if I'm
and
with them,
Supa.
I would be sweating very profusely right now. And it seems like they're still dead set. This
What's
is
the
just comp we
obsession with
prepared. This
frogs?
is our
I'm
bread
not
and
sure. I'm not
butter.
sure. It's a
This
nice
is what
logo though.
people know
It's
us
kind of cool.
for, is this lock shaman
cool.
type of composition from Swapsy and Zeepai. So they're sticking with their comfort. ILT are sticking with their comfort. You know, it's the immovable object against the unstoppable force in this series.
It's so funny because, you know, me and Azel, we didn't actually talk about this prediction. We've just been synced here for the 0-8 dream.
Yeah,
And
they
for you,
they
Sid,
both
this has gotta
went
be
3-1
probably the
Phoenix.
best possible gauntlet that you could have wished for. You're getting to see Moonkins every single game. You're
I'm
getting to
not
see
gonna lie.
insane plays. Like it's gotta be awesome. You gotta be just ecstatic. I can feel it. I can feel your energy.
I saw the caster schedule, and I wasn't casting ILTU in the first round. I'm like, man, I'm going to miss the only Boomkin series of the day. And it's like, ILTU got my back, bro. ILTU has my back. They're going all the way.
To keep in mind, if
Final
Ilta
round
win
of the
this game,
gauntlet.
guys, or this series,
1-1
they're
now
facing
apiece between
Echo.
these teams. It's a single
Like
elimination
they
format.
get
We still have
thrown
North
straight
America after
into
this.
Echo
This is
in the grand finals.
We're reaching the climax here for Europe. We're setting ourselves up for Saturday.
Can I find it right here?
The biggest tournament
Look,
right now of the
Echo,
year,
winner of
for
EU
War
Gauntlets.
Within, and man, this is
That
probably
is
the
brutal.
best ways you could start it off.
But if they lose,
Yeah,
they can still, you know,
absolutely. I
get
love
back up
watching
through
teams
the lower
that are just
bracket.
throwing caution to the wind.
When
They're
is
playing
this, by the
something
way?
that nobody else is running. and
Ah,
they're
I
just
see. So
finding ways
they
to
played
make
the
it
first
work.
part
and that's when you start
of
seeing other
EU
teams
tomorrow
go,
and NA tomorrow, and
maybe
then
we
the
should play
last
that.
part.
And we
of
know
both
there's a
on
lot
Sunday.
of great boomkins over in North America. There's a lot of outlaw rogues. Like there's Team Liquid, for example. They could easily run this exact.
Tomorrow's gonna
same
be a
comp.
short
There's
day
lot
then,
of
I
teams
think.
out there that have their own little surprises. So we got plenty of more games here,
Let's
but
go.
it's 1-1 apiece. Phoenix Reborn versus ILTU here.
Let's see here. Kofi going in
ILTU,
insta
they wanna
fast
hold on
sap
to their
here.
lead. Can they
Cheap
do it?
shot.
Get a nice opener here. Cheap shot onto Zipai, sap onto Numlis. Can
Yeah,
they find
I mean,
doesn't look like they're going to be able to find
also,
any
if they
follow-up onto
lose
Numlis just yet. There's a kidney shot actually.
to Echo,
Nice,
they'll face
Howl
the
Terror coming
loser
out
of.
from Swapsy. Zipai looking for the Hex there as well, as he does get bashed
Let me
on
see here.
his
They're going to
Spirit
face the
Walker's
loser
Grace. Zipai getting
of
Cyclone on low HP.
Drive
And then
Overload to
there's
Streamer
Swap-
Zone.
Swapsy, full blind onto Numlis. Swapsy,
How
what
is
are you
he
going to do
dying?
here? So much damage, just dying through unending resolve there, but
Dude, my
holds on
nose
to
so
his
itchy
health
right
stone
now.
here for a moment at
Ah,
least.
shoot.
Oh my, it's every time they look at Swapsy, it's like, oh, there's all my cooldowns. Please don't hurt me. Oh my god, this damage is insane from ILTU, but they're turning
Nice
it around
sweep.
from the back of Numlis' leg
Into
sweep,
Shadow Fury.
setting up into a Shadow Fury. Numlis has been carrying, he's the healer, he's in the back line, but he's been getting amazing disarms. He's been
Cocoon
getting
onto
great
Sipai.
leg sweeps, and he's actually been setting up his team.
Look at that
in the
quirky
early
damage,
game
man.
For quite a lot. But
He's going
now gonna
ham.
Keep balancing his aggression and dealing with all this damage. Coffee jumps in. Corky is there looking for the Cyclone. Kankito's there
Full
to back
cone.
him up. He doesn't get it.
Huge.
There's a full Cyclone.
No
They're going
wall,
after
no
Sipai.
cocoon
He's
for
got no
Sipai.
ball
Nothing
mark.
really
He's not
here.
trading it,
I mean,
but
they have
he's fire breath
things
instantly
suppressed.
on
They
it.
do.
Gets
Don't get me
the
wrong.
lights out
Stone bark.
anyways. Numlis is
Stone
struggling.
bulwark, I
Bulwark
mean.
is down. Kankito can't find the fire breath. Numlis rolls in, but Corky fakes the interrupt, but he gets hit by a huge Earth Shock.
DR
He's looking for a
Kidney, it
clone
seems.
again. He's not able to find it. Zipai grabs
Full clone
it. He's got
Swapsy
the
on the
Fury,
left back,
Storekeeper,
huge
he got
clone.
Ice Fury off. He's ramped up. He's got big Earth Shocks ready to go. Where are those Earth Shocks going to come through on? He gets bashed. He's not finding the damage. He's full Maelstrom. Zipai is ready
Dude,
to go.
that
His pop
press
heroism.
evoker damage
The
also, man,
bloodlust is up,
really
but he's
adds up.
dying. He can't get damage out. He has to burrow.
Sipai
during his
full
own bloodlust.
clone out of the
Yeah,
burrow.
it's not the position you want to be in. Zipa is still strong.
But
right
nice
now.
kiting.
Now he's sitting through Cyclones, but look at Swapsy
Nice
with
kiting.
a beautiful triple howl. Here comes the lightning lasso. Here comes Zipai's damage. Swapsy looking for the follow-up fear.
Nah,
on
Silver,
Kankito.
I never
Not able
think
to
that-
find it,
I
actually, as he
I
got
can't
fear
recall
out
there
of
being
range,
one.
And then he got shut down by the solar beam on the follow-up Shadow Fury attempt there. Here comes the kidney shot onto
Ooh,
Zipai.
Corky and a clone.
Gets reflected on his Cyclone.
Reflected,
Beautifully
yeah.
done there. Swapsy doing so much work right now with the
I mean, maybe
axe
I'm
on
wrong,
the
like,
just
way back in the
completely shutting
day,
down
maybe.
Corky. They get the full Hex there onto Kankito as well. Doesn't look like Corky is actually playing Hex this
Full
fight.
clone
Coffee in the
again
meantime
onto
is
Swapsy's
getting
death back.
absolutely sipped here in
Oh,
the
another
back
howl.
line. Nice Howl of Terror.
The howls
Once
are
again, I think
insane.
Swapsy's playing that short CD Howl of Terror as well that we saw from Mercy. Full
Whoa,
blind
whoa,
dog
Corky in
on
trouble
the
against a
He's
fake
gonna check
cast.
it out. And meanwhile, Kankito
My
also
Cyclone,
forced to trade out the
not
Emerald
getting it.
Communion.
Not
Both
going
of
for it,
these healers
rather.
Immediately having to trade out their biggest, most powerful defensives in the nick of
Here
time.
we go. Cheap shot, cheap shot.
Cheap
Kidney.
no trinket, pre-astral
Sipai
shift,
with the
Zipai with a huge
pre-wall.
one.
Let me swap onto
target.
Numlis, and Numlis
is
when he's
getting
dying.
destroyed. ILTU, man. They
Dude.
fire back hard. They're moving to match point. They're the
Sipai
closest team
pre-walls the
ever
kidney.
in AWC history.
The healer's already in
To
the cheap
be
shot, and they just go,
coming
hey, whatever,
from
we'll
eighth
swap the
place
healer and
position, the eighth seeded
lights
team,
out.
to go all the way through the gauntlet.
Wow.
To get into the top four, they're just one game
Damn,
away.
yo,
And I'm
Adderall,
thinking
yo.
this position at the end of this game, like Zipai pre-walls.
Yo,
the
both of you guys voted
Zipai's
for
a god.
Phoenix, huh?
There's no way they can
You got to
die.
nerf boomies
And they're
after
like,
this?
nope.
Hey, Buff Farrell's,
Zipai's
I'm going
not
to
the
say.
target. Numlis is the
Yep.
target now. Like, okay, Zipai, good play. But Numlis is right here, and we're just going to
Holy
take
moly,
it.
man.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
This
what?
puts
Numbers
Phoenix
just
in a
trinkets out.
really
Look at this.
tricky
He's gonna get
situation.
blinded here. He trinkets out.
Match
and then
point,
as soon as he
potentially.
trinkets, they're just like, all right, Numbers no trinket. Let's
Maybe
go.
points? I wouldn't
It's
say
over for
yet.
him. He's playing.
I would
numb.
not
He's
say
dead.
yet,
Like,
but it's looking good
can see it
for
here.
you.
It was such a good setup here. And
Yo,
there's the blind.
Docs-
Numbers
Docs
trinkets
say
out the
welcome,
blind.
welcome.
There's the Emerald Communion.
Yeah, like
both
what?
healers
I guess you could
trading
12
out
run
their
arena now
biggest defenses right
if you're
there.
Phoenix.
And then
If you want to play this
Numbers, I
comp,
think
maybe
he
you got to mix it up.
repositions here,
Honestly,
yeah.
mix it up. Because
He
even on the
rolls
big
over
map,
to the other side of the map, and then
that
Coffee
game
just
on
keeps
Crucible
kidney shot
was
Zipai.
not
They
very
realize, hey,
convincing.
wait,
So
Zipai pre-astral shifted
I
that.
think
Let's just
you
go
mix it
Numbers.
up here,
They cheap
right?
shot him again, and then
Maybe
you
bring
just
out, like,
send
I don't
him
know.
Before he can access that life cocoon, he's got
I don't know,
no way
man.
out.
Maybe Windwalker
And,
Ellie, like they
just
play
have
that
the
a bit.
damage to back it up there. It just insane.
I'm not
split-second
sure, man.
decision-making, because there's so many things happening, right?
Probably
Numbers
not.
trinkets to save Zipai.
Yeah, I actually have no
Zipai
idea.
pre-walls to stun on himself because he
Maybe
is
the
target,
the
and
BM
then
Ellie again or
initially
something?
CC Numlis to set him up to get.
That's
you know,
twice today,
Cyclone
Mr.
or
got dunked on,
Seeker,
buff, Mr.
or,
Nerf
you know,
Boomies.
follow-up CC of some
That's the
sort.
takeaway.
And instead, they just realized, hey, he
That is
pre-walled it,
takeaway. Yeah,
and,
you think
let's just
Boomy's
walk
actually
to him, and
this
you
good?
got
I think
damage,
Boomy
and
is very
everybody's on the
strong.
same page, and they do have
I think
damage,
Corky
so,
makes it looks
you
probably
can
a bit
tell
stronger
how
than
high
it usually
level
is.
all of these players are playing
I mean, Corky
on,
is crazy.
because they're,
Maybe,
you know,
you know,
predicting
the
and
best Boomy out
anticipating
there.
each other's moves and just immediately reacting to that as
Legendary
well.
fool me.
in just a
So
split seconds, and turning a bad situation there into a win all of a sudden with Zipa outplaying there with the pre-wall.
Oh my God, man! ILTU.
that was crazy, man.
More win, giving an 0-8 prediction.
That was kind of crazy.
Zico and Azale on the day. So many people likely doubting them.
I miss the
They're
LE
actually
Arms and
pulling
Havoc
off
meta
the biggest
season.
upset I think
Wasn't
Europe
that
has seen
season
in
3 DF?
So long right now. And
Let me see.
maybe
Ellie, Arms, and
possibly
Havoc.
redefining the meta, for
Can't
the
recall,
region,
man.
possibly
My
inspiring
memory
hope to
is
some
pretty
North
bad.
American teams for their Gauntlet, as far as being able to make a deep Gauntlet run, but also to make some
can't
compositions
recall.
that were less than likely or expected to do so.
Guys, we're
well.
going
We
to
are
Domain.
Empyrean Domain. We're going to a
Big map.
This is exactly home base for Phoenix Reborn. They were able to pull it off, but it was dicey for like the.
It was
first
really
moment. It wasn't
close.
until,
Like
maybe
the Crucible
5-minute
game
mark.
was really
So
close.
Phoenix
That was
Reborn
not like
have to survive. I
reliable.
wanna say 5 to 7
It looked like.
minutes. At least 5 to 7 minutes if they want to win.
Wait,
I don't really
so
see them
in
going
Shadowlands
after
we got
that.
2 new arenas,
So the
Domain
ILTU is gonna
and
throw
Crucible.
Everything at them
Yeah.
in this game, and they've got wiggle room because ILTU can.
Did we get any new arenas in
They'll
Dragonflight?
be in it, so they're gonna go all out.
Nah,
So Phoenix
right? We
Reborn
did not.
against an all-out ILTU.
But we're getting one new
Can they live
arena
that long, Zico?
I don't know, man.
soon. Oh, no
Every
good.
time
Yes.
ILTU gets to this
No
point
good
where
on
it's like,
offensive. Yeah, yeah,
match
yeah.
point,
True,
they
true,
can, like,
true.
start
No
feeling
good.
the win. They just flip a switch
No
and
good
win
on.
in 30
Or
seconds.
however you say it.
So, I
The
don't
Centaur
know,
one,
man.
yeah.
ILTU has just been a team that has been playing absolutely
I
phenomenal.
wonder how that Goblin one
And they
will
might
be.
just close it out right here, right now. I mean, Phoenix Reborn, they knew what they
The
were
Goblin
walking
map.
into here with ILTU. What are you gonna do?
I-
Are you gonna
I remember
swap
for
the
Crucible,
composition?
they
Are you
had,
gonna stick to the same thing. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I
Because
just
before you
realized,
win,
like, this
let's be
screenshot,
honest, it didn't look good. If your win condition is live until
like,
7
this is
minutes
not
or
the
6
actual
minutes
arena.
into ILTU, this is a team that has
Like,
been
what's that in the middle?
absolutely
But yeah, I was gonna say,
demolishing
on
today. I don't think they're gonna be
Crucible,
able to.
I
They're gonna
remember
look at
the
exact same thing
pillars were gonna go
once
up and
again.
down and stuff, right?
Houston just forced to sit on the bench and shiver.
But
as
they
he watches
dropped that
his
idea.
team, on match point here, facing off against ILTU, and ILTU, man,
Yo,
one more win,
what's going
and they
on
will
in
be
the middle
first team
there?
in history to
Uh.
start at the bottom of the gauntlet and complete the entire gauntlet to qualify. Like, that is so crazy.
what?
Back-to-back 4 series in a row against multiple BlizzCon champion teams. I mean, Swapsy's probably the most coveted
let's go.
player in the region. With
That's a
3
normal.
titles
Okay,
in
that's
his
just
game,
like
so,
where it
like,
is in the world. Yeah.
The fact that they
Okay.
could do this, get
Got
this
it, got
close,
it, got
just
it.
one game away. Is
Yeah, I'm
absolutely
actually that. Yeah.
remarkable.
Just like
And I was saying,
you just
earlier
fall
on,
down
some of
in the
games
middle.
were shaky,
You, like,
the
knock
car was starting to
people
fall
down
apart,
into the
engines were
middle.
Starting to smoke, and I'm worried like it's
That'd be
starting to
nice.
Fog up the windshield. They might turn off the road at any point. But in that last game, that looked clean
Guys,
as
here we
ever.
go.
I don't feel
IL2.
like it's like suddenly they just fixed their
Can
car
they
and
do
now
this?
They're back to full form.
Can
again
IL2
from their
make it
first
happen?
round. And if they're at full form and you're Phoenix Reborn,
Against all odds, really. I mean, this whole run has been legendary.
I feel like everybody going.
I
into this
think
was probably
like
Phoenix
they were
Reborn
not a
was
favorite
probably
in any
they
means
beat Echo
in like
in
any of
this
these
series.
matchups, really.
They've had such big success, big names on their roster.
But yeah,
there surely
they've kept
isn't
it
a
going.
Phoenix
They
Reborn
kept
doesn't
up
get
the
on Gauntlet, and ILTU have been
the
biggest
W's.
spoiler
3
for
series
the-
in a
this is
row.
region that typically dominated,
And
you
now
know,
maybe
like a
sneaking into the
dynasty,
grand
like Echo
finals.
is just dominating.
Yeah, it's been a
Usually
great
you
run
expect
for them
to see the
anyways.
Big names up there. So seeing a team that's newly
What up,
formed,
El
having
Cartone?
this much
Yo,
success
man.
and showing off this much prowess
Yeah,
is
yeah.
really impressive. And we're getting in here, Zico.
New sub badges? Wait, where?
All right, here we go.
In the stream?
Yeah, it's like you said, you know, I feel like
They're
got
old.
Gus, like, you know,
They
like
are
in
old.
Formula One, he's
But-
just, like, out
but
there
thank
just
you.
fixing the car
Do you like them?
immediately as soon as it does a lap. And ILTU is just looking like a well-oiled machine right now. Can they do it? It's match point. ILTU.
Oh,
versus
dude,
Phoenix
true. Wait, so
Reborn.
Calvis's
We're
team is in
seeing
the first
exact
round,
same
Adderall.
compositions locked in. Of course,
Or are
the
they at the
biggest
very
difference
bottom?
here is that we
Different
are
yesterday?
on
No,
Empyrean
they've been
Domain,
the same the
a
last,
map
like,
as bright as when rookies
4
smile.
years, I think.
Can they do it? One
Um,
more time on the side of ILTU. Can they make AWC
Yeah.
history? Or is
But there's like different ones though, you know, like you level up and get. Oh, guys, Numbless.
He pushed behind the pillar, but
Revival.
Oh my goodness.
1% cocoon. The 1% cocoon.
Left there on Numbless, but he does
Dude.
manage to get the life cocoon out in time. What an opener. What an aggressive strategy
Guys.
here from ILTU. They are not holding any punches, like you said.
That's
Sam.
actually
They are
1%, I
powered
think.
up. This is all out aggressive.
Cinema?
Nothing to fear.
Yo.
$12.5 thousand on the line.
I got the emo
Numbers
for cinema.
gambles
Hold
it
up.
At 1% health. He survives.
Should I make it all caps?
And ILTU are pushing. They get a root onto the whole team. Corky jumps in on top of him. Lands
That's
a bash.
so insane,
Typhoons
man.
him back to Coffee. They get the Cyclone, but Coffee gets stunned up. Can they
Actually
get
so
under crowd control?
insane.
They're trying to go after Z-Pie in this position. They really need to force his Astral Shift. They get the cheap shot, but a howl of terror from Swapsy peels away both the Rogue and the
Jeez.
Evoker. Now Corky's left alone from that aggressive positioning that he had earlier. He's trying to get back to his
Dude.
team, but he walks into a leg sweep, a double from Numbless, another beautiful double leg sweep, and despite that panicked opener, they threw everything that they have. So ILTU, they're reloading. reloading right
Ilta
now.
looking
They're
really
getting
good now
every
for a
bullet in the
kill.
chamber ready. Trents are coming up in 5 seconds, and if Corki can be
He's got to lock it in there, man. It's over, I think, soon. I mean, maybe not.
Yeah,
Like,
the question is,
Numbless,
are they gonna go after
they
Numbless?
get
Are they gonna
Cocoon
go
back
after
now
Zipa?
soon.
He
Entry get
doesn't feel
back soon,
safe to
actually.
try to
Full
pull
blind,
back
Zipa in trouble,
from-
walls
They got
used.
Numbless here. Can they find any more follow-up?
Half
They get
clone.
DR Cyclone onto Numbless. Zipa taking so much damage through that Astro.
Triple
Cyclone.
DR, cheap
It's
shot.
inside. Numbless in a triple
Cocoon is
DR
back.
Cyclone. Zipa almost going
Now
down.
Numbless could be exposed, though.
Once again for Numbless. He has his
No
trinket
Cocoon.
back, though, so that was a big window. But
Yes,
now
trinket.
the swaps are
True.
getting swapped. There's a gouge onto Numbless, but it will break. Unfortunately,
Swapsy getting
Corki
swapped,
looking for
too.
the Cyclone. Zipa is shutting it down with the lightning lasso. Nice
Swapsy
12 on the
here,
lightning
faring.
lasso from Kankito. Swapsy needs to make something happen here.
Tyrant.
He's got the Tyrant out. He's going for the fierce. He's looking for the pressure. He's summoning his imp.
Corki in
And
trouble.
here comes
Corki.
the blast edge. Corki, are you ready for the hit of damage? It looks like he is more than ready.
Flaps
He can
away.
actually just blink into the middle of the map and continue to look for more crowd control and
There's a
damage.
bash.
All right, Numbless is running around the corner. He's got his trinket available.
Dude, Corki
He
is
knows
going
Zipa
in, man.
could be
It's
the target
pumping.
here. He's trying to avoid
Cloning
Cyclone. I
and
like the earth
pumping.
grab totems and fears from Swapsy and Zipai. Those are really important crowd controls. With the
Swapsy,
connect on
death-
the Swapsy. He's gonna trade
death
Dark
bag's
Pact,
used.
Killing him through Dark Pact.
Full clone
Zipai is
Zipai.
putting the Cyclone. Corki's trying to get towards Numbless. He does have the pet going after him. Swapsy gets a Gloomhound out, trying to ramp, but he gets kicked. Going for hand to Gul'dan, getting a lot of demons out at the moment. His Tyrant coming up in 22 seconds with a Solar Beam onto Zipai, denying his cast here for a moment.
Guys, look at
But
mana, though.
Corki
Numble's going
could be vulnerable.
pretty damn
Kankito
fast right
needs to
now.
be ready for that attack.
This will
Trying to
not
do it for the
last.
team. Zipai gets knocked away from the pillar, but a full
Full
fear on
clone.
Kankito.
Zipai in trouble.
Zipai
No
keeps
wall
trying
for
to
5.
connect
Burrow.
with Zipai. He burrows at critically low health. He's trying to gamble it. He doesn't want to
Half
overlap.
clone.
There's another Cyclone. Coffee is
Stone
chasing him
Bulwark
down.
has been
He
used. Should be
forces
fine
the
with this
Stone
now. Here we go.
Bulwark from
Kidney.
a kidney shot. The crowd control is endless. The damage
Zipai
is
has to
so
wall here.
good.
Shorty has to wall.
What
Cocoon as
are
well.
you?
And
Making
Trinket
history.
Cocoon,
Numbers
guys.
watch it.
Trinket
It
wall,
says,
Stone
"No way."
Bulwark,
Trinket
Trinket
like
from the
it.
healer as well, and
He
also
trades
Cocoon.
cooldown.
And wall and death back from the Warlock. They just forced the whole spellbook
Don't stop.
from pretty much the whole
Damage
team.
never ends. The swaps never ends. They need to
Phoenix
find
Reborn
some
have
counter
nothing
control.
left.
Phoenix Reborn
They have a
is slipping
revival,
through
actually.
their grasp right now.
Beyond that, though,
Swapsy looking
nothing
for the
really here,
Tyrant. He's gonna
so
be able to find it. He's got these
this
demon
is looking
hounds
pretty
as well,
rough.
chasing down
Full
his
blind.
enemies. Numbless, though, caught up in a full blind. This could be lights out. What are they
Z
gonna do?
by.
Can they find a follow-up? No, the blind breaks.
Lasso.
there. A disaster here for ILTU as they were looking to potentially finish the game. And now Kankito stuck in a fear. There's the leg sweep onto Corki, but Corki actually able to stay alive here for just a moment.
Corki.
But Zipa is blasting away. The lava is
So
connecting.
much
The
damage.
Earth
Communion.
Emerald Communion trades for Kankito.
Zipa has
Kidney shot. Can't wait to see the healer now at all, though.
Damage here onto Zipa, but no crowd control onto Numbless. Able to keep Zipa alive. For
Look at the
one
mana,
more
guys.
push.
Look at the mana. Somehow,
Phoenix
Phoenix
Reborn
Reborn do live, but their mana... Actually, he just got a lot of mana back. Never mind.
The grapple weapon. Numbless is positioning on the outskirts of the map. Swapsy ports in on top of his team, getting ready for a howl of terror.
That's
There's the
fair.
cheap shot.
Beam
They're
coming
setting
through.
up.
Zipa in
They're
trouble.
actually doing it.
No wall, no
ILTU
nothing. The clone
is
lands.
actually through.
Iltu.
get through the entire
Team
gauntlet
ILTU.
in
Iltu.
Europe, going into the top 4.
Going all the way
Oh
from the
my
lowest
God.
point you can be in the gauntlet.
How did they do it?
To winning the whole thing.
As well, we gotta see it. Corki goes for such a cheeky
Holy
little play there. They get the
moly,
cheek
guys.
shot
Taking
onto
out
Numbless, and then they go for the beam.
Old and
I think
Bad,
it was onto Zipa,
Bleach
and then they try
Bones,
to knock
Ultima.
him into the beam.
And in the
But
end,
they find the
Phoenix
follow-up crowd
Reborn as
anyway.
well.
The damage is good. They have everything they need to
Crazy
qualify
stuff.
into the main event.
Holy
tomorrow.
moly.
What an insane Cinderella run
Damn.
from ILTU. This has never been done before, but let's take a look at those final moments. Look at Coffee. Goes over.
That is actually
cheap shot,
legendary.
and the beam swaps in. Look at that knock right there. It was actually
Imagine
Kankito
how they're
trying to
feeling
knock
right now, man,
Numbless.
after that. Like,
Knocks
and
him
this
into
locked
range
in,
there for Corki.
like
He can find that
$5,000
game-winning
each.
cyclone. I wanna see that
Minimum,
one more time. That was
guaranteed.
absolutely beautiful. I think he actually
Cash.
was out of range there
Cash price for each
Corki's
player.
Cyclone. So tries to knock him into the beam / into Corki's range there. Kankito.
That is
what an
amazing, man.
Insane play right there with the
Well played.
tail sweep from the dragon. We're gonna see it right here. So Coffee goes.
Well
low,
played.
Get enough damage to get Zipa low. Then there, look at Kankito here. There,
That's
right there.
insane.
He knocks him in.
They're-
and
they're-
then
they're
Coffee
probably
is
hyped, man.
Coffee. Corki
They're
is the
probably
easiest
hyped.
Cyclone ever. It's like your main target is stunned. Your off target has been beamed on.
That is
cast, so
awesome,
he
dude.
can't interrupt you, and the guy is knocked into you. The
Like,
guy
when
that
you
was
start the
knocked, I mean,
day,
what a
like, you know,
beautiful
all the way
setup
down there
from the
in
entire
the gauntlet,
event.
like,
You're
it's
Corki in that position. You just have
looking
the
rough at that
healer
point, you know?
served on a silver
Yeah.
platter. You don't have to do anything. You just press clone.
But they
and
did
you
it.
Win. That's
Must be
crazy.
nice.
how
They
they
actually
played that.
Getting the
it did
butler
it, man.
treatment with this knockback into the cycle.
Warm up advantage. They had good momentum going through, yeah.
Here we go, sir.
Corki out here looking like Batman right now. We got
Damn, guys.
Fred on the healer right now, doing work. ILTU, what a team! What a team! definitely
That was amazing.
surprised me.
This kind of stuff is so nice to see. Like,
They
just
beat everyone in the Gauntlet. They might
Yeah.
just beat Echo as well in the main event. Like, these guys came to play.
dude, imagine
Oh
if they
my
beat
God,
Echo and just like win the whole
chat,
thing.
You are glad that you are here.
I
for
think
this.
that
If you know
the
somebody
meta
that's
is
missing out on
favoring
this,
them
you need
way
to
more
let
than
them
it
know.
was
This isn't over.
in the
We're going
cups.
to North America right after this. We're setting up for Saturday and Sunday. Like, this
Holy
is supposed
moly,
to be
guys.
the appetizer. But I'm
Yeah,
already
they just
full,
become like
man.
the new dominant
Get
team.
dessert.
Got room.
There's
They're
They're facing Echo
surprise
game
for you.
1 too, so we'll see that matchup.
Exactly. We're gonna have a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a dessert here with this next up
Damn, guys.
region, of course, because we are going to North America. But
Holy
ILTU,
moly.
they have achieved the impossible. They have
G
won